Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 54. Go, go, go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do? Right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. 36.
Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Check right. Mike 54. 65. We're going to 54. Right here. Come. We're going to 53.
Now Prescott. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 50. Switch.
A give to Elliott. gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing. Prescott. Throw right side. Taken in by Gallup. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here we go.
54 miles. Exit. Check not.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Working out of the gun, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Get ready.
A first down throw for Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Brought me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing. Mariota is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 26 and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete, right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check 26, check 26.
Hey, kill. 47.
Check 25. Hunt, 64. Wait.
26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Mike 5-4. Ricky.
Hey, 47.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Kill.
Right there. 54. Right there.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mariota now. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Watch the pass. 54's Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Right there, 54 miles. Here we go, here we go. Check.
Kill.
Check 43.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check right 54.
I'm scared.
Kill. 47.
Check. Watch 54. And we're pretty quiet. Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the ball.
Mariota hands to Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 79 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Lucky. We're going to 54.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Prescott from the gun. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mariota escaping the pressure right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Cowboys 9-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Mike. Move on.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Watch the slant. Kill. 3.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Stand up in. Check 31. Check. Crunch.
Here's Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We didn't want this.
Mariota now from the 50. He finds Corey Davis. 20. Breaks through the contact. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play. Mariota to Davis. And even 40 yards.
First down and goal to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott off play action. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check. We're going to 54. Right here.
Check, check.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 33-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Throwing is Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mariota to throw it. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
54 Mike. Hey, 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 hey.
1st down, Mariota. Flush to his right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Cooper was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Here we go, 47.
54.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 22. They begin with Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action now. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
46.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
No, we're going to 53.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 22. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 41, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. A Titan 1st down, Mariota to Walker.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Mariota now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A first down carry for Henry. Trucks over him. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.